Yeah. Credit where credit's due. That's what this
segment's about.
This segment's about. As you know, we have been talking about Project 2025 for, I don't know, probably a year at this point. And it has been accelerated by the entry in whatever it was, June or July or August, of the crypto tech bros, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Andreessen et al., who also had a similarly aligned incentive structure to attack the federal government. Look, Steve Bannon said this in 2017 at CPAC, maybe in February of 2017. Our agenda is to destroy the administrative state. Republicans have always done that. You can go back to, what's that, Rick Perry Ding Dong. I'm going to get rid of 3 government agencies. And he couldn't remember which one it was, but it was so part of the Republican ideology. And at the end of the first Trump administration, Russell Vought, as OMB director, had essentially hatched this plot, which they weren't able to basically put into place. But to get rid of civil servants, career people working at agencies with political appointees, Schedule F was the categorization of these workers.
And then Biden rescinded that, and then Trump, I think, now has put it back in place, right, upon coming back into office.
Yes. And this has been out there.
Vought talked about traumatizing federal workers.
And he and Vought worked for an outfit. He was doing this in conjunction with the Heritage Society, but he was
Heritage Foundation.
Heritage Foundation.
His think tank was called the Center for Renewing America.
Center for Renewing America. That was basically the Trump administration in exile. All right. So here is a clip from the Vanguard about people who were in Project 2025 denial.
So if you just type in TYT Project 2025, beautifully, the first search result, Trump's plan is not Project 2025. Who could believe it? That's crazy. Let's take a quick look and see exactly what Anna had to say in this clip. Then we're going to take a look at one more.
So I totally believe this reporting. I think this is actually accurate reporting. And if reporters didn't just serve as stenographers for the Democratic Party, they would have maybe found out that there's a different think tank that literally has the same slogan as Donald Trump, and they might have reported on that ahead of time instead, but they didn't. Go ahead,
and
Jake.
his top staffers were connected to it, including Kellyanne.
So this video is about how there's another plan that's, way less concerning than Project 2025. That, all these liberals and mainstream media and all these Democrats, they're freaking out and they want to fear monger about Project 2025. But in reality, there's this other one that like Kellyanne Conway is behind or something. And it's way less scary. It's way less scary. Actually, if Trump gets into power, it might not even be that dramatic at all. It's probably just going to be like any other Republican administration, right?
Yeah, I remember we reacted to this at the same time. And to Cenk's credit, this was before he had gone so soft on MAGA. He's actually pushing back on her from what I remember in this clip.
No, he's not.
No?
This one, he's not. There were other ones where he did. In this one, no, he goes on to say, yep, this is the real plan. I think we can watch him say that right here.
Conway, et cetera. So these guys are definitely in charge. And one of the Trump staffers on his campaign team said, they're not the transition team, but they kind of are. They said, he said, in effect, they are. Because we didn't have time to plan it. And here's a hilarious part of the story before I get to the worst part of the story. They said Trump is superstitious, so he didn't want to talk about a transition team at all before he won, which then greatly delays them.
Either way, that's the main part of that one.
First off, I didn't know, we hadn't played that last part. Any 5 minutes worth of reporting beforehand knew that Russell Vought and the Heritage Foundation was literally building a dossier. I mean, we saw ads. They were literally like the Coalition Provisional Authority going into Iraq. We saw ads of them saying come in and apply. we need to check all your social media to make sure that you are a loyalist. We're putting you in a file. We'll contact you after. Like the idea that
in October, right? ProPublica released a video, and the quote was, "We want the bureaucrats to be traumatically affected. When they wake up in the morning, when we want them to not want to go to work because they are increasingly viewed as the villains. We want their funding to be shut down. We want to put them in trauma." So that, in conjunction with the fact that Vote had previously worked in the Trump administration, and that Project 2025 was authored by over 100 people who had previously worked in the Trump administration, should probably give you an indication that they were very serious about implementing this. And then remember Matt Walsh, MAGA troll, after the election? We don't need to pull it up. People can find it. But he said, like, oh, here it is. Thank you, Bradley. Quick on the trigger here. Now that the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually Project 2025 is the agenda.
Of course.
LOL. Because we know that that's how Republicans operate. They have no problem lying about things like this.
And so some folks were shaming people, literally shaming people, saying you're dupes, you have Trump derangement syndrome for believing this, blah, blah, blah. I know some people after the election were like, I'm happy that Trump is coming in and going to stir things up, whatever.
Eek.
But the point of this is credit where credit's due. Granted, it's behind a paywall, but according to the Vanguard, people have admitted that they made a mistake.
All right, back on TYT. Cenk and Anna with you guys. More news.
So I just want to address something. I was wrong about Project 2025. MAGA hates Project 2025, and I thought that Donald Trump actually cared about his base, because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base.
Wait a second. Wait. MAGA hates Project 2025?
Where's the evidence of that?
What is this MAGA that they speak of? What is this? Make America Great hates Project 2025? Every single person involved in Project 2025 are the most Make America Great people there are. Like what is this whole idea that that this is a betrayal of Donald Trump? This is what Donald Trump ran on. They were talking about destruction of the administrative state in 2017. Schedule F was released in 2020 as he went out the door.
Right.
He's walking around with RFK, who's saying we're going to get rid of all these agencies. We're going to get rid of the NIH. We're going to get rid of the CDC. We're going to get rid of all these agencies. They're walking around to all their people, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I mean, all of it. Well, like MAGA hates it. MAGA might not like Elon Musk because he's the least charismatic person in the world. But where is this evidence that MAGA hates what?
I thought we were giving credit.
No, I know. Well, I was giving credit for the but I didn't realize that part.
No, it's okay. I mean, I understand. I would say that downplaying the effects of Project 2025 prior to the election, as clearly they were engaging in, even as they were advertising themselves as a progressive network, is deeply shameful, because we now see the effects of Project 2025 in real time, which includes cutting off, as you said, your friend that works in cancer research, 40% cut to that kind of funding. And these are the kind of things that we're going to see all across the country.
MAGA may hate, like the rest of America, the implications of these cuts.
Yes.
But not if we pretend that this was like, who knew?
Right. They would hate they're going to hate the implications because it's going to cause pain. And that's why it's incumbent upon media organizations to tell people prior to the election that this is going to cause pain when they implement it.
Like literally.
Yeah.
The condescension that was leveled at people who were taking this seriously, as if it was some type of conspiracy theory, like as if like the Heritage Foundation and the former OMB, who is clearly going to be the new OMB, it's a conspiracy that they spent months and months and years and millions of dollars drawing up a 150-page or 900-page document, whatever it was, and outlining exactly what they were going to do and bringing people in so they would have binders full of people. I mean, but at least dawn lights on Marblehead, although it seems to light, sometime around sunset.
Yeah.
And also now to say, like, this is not what MAGA want. Like, give me a break. Give me a frickin' break.
Go ahead, Bradley. Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to add. Do you guys remember that Russ Vought video where he was recorded undercover?
Yes, he was secretly recorded by some British journalist who came in. He goes, "Trump is distancing, but we're not worried about it."
Right, exactly.
Right.
So I wonder if they saw that, but maybe not. I don't know.
Do we want to play the rest of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in his first term, he seemed to be swayed by his base. He seemed to listen to his base. This time around, not so much. So Russell Vought, as the head of the Office of Management and Budget, and considering what he just did with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, makes it abundantly clear to me that they are implementing Project 2025. So I will admit when I'm wrong, I was wrong. I totally predicted incorrectly what would happen with Project 2025.
Oh, pause it. No, it's not. And I appreciate the Vanguard for doing this. Again,
Yeah,
it
good
is
job,
not.
guys.
It is not the prediction. People make predictions all the time.
Right. I
But
was
this
wrong in
wasn't-
my prediction about
this
the
is not-
election,
this
but
is not making
yeah,
like
right.
some type of
right.
poly market bet here. on
Yes,
this,
yeah.
Where
That's
the outcome
gambling mindset.
we can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was abundance amount of evidence of this. And even if your opinion, not prediction, opinion was, I can't see them doing this. This is pretty radical. The idea that you would mock people for believing it and saying it was a conspiracy theory. The people had Trump derangement syndrome. I'm sorry. Give me a break. But at least we can acknowledge what's actually ongoing.
Yes.
And I would recommend this go into the free part of their show so that their audience can know about it.
And emphasizing it. And, I will say, as long as people are issuing corrections, there was a claim made that we took money from the Kamala Harris campaign for our show. Now, that never happened. We've clarified that. It's laughable.
Whoa. We don't
Wait,
know.
actually.
We're still
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
investigating.
There's a deadline on this poly market bet. I think you can... I'm sorry. Okay. So there's on Polymarket, you can gamble with crypto about whether or not Kamala bought ads on the Majority Report. Somebody bought a good amount of it.
Can we bet on this? Or do you have to be outside of America to bet on this?
I don't think it's legal in the United States, but somebody I think placed a bet. Can you scroll down to the holders, Bradley? There's some folks that first of all, so here it is, the rules. We can go to the rules, show more for the rules. On February 3rd, Anna Kasparian asserted that Kamala Harris bought ads on the Majority Report during her 2024 presidential campaign. This market will resolve to yes if a consensus of credible reporting and or disclosures from Kamala Harris's campaign or the Majority Report proves that Kamala Harris bought ads on the Majority Report during her blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, this market will resolve to no. Only direct purchases made by the campaign itself will count. Ads purchased by associated political action committees, super PACs, or other third-party organizations that are not directly a part of Kamala Harris's official campaign will not count. So, but March 31st deadline, I think.
Now, hold on for a second.
Yeah.
See, I have some questions here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. First off, let me just say, we have never had any ads purchased by associated political action committees, PACs, super PACs, or any other third-party organization that are not directly part of Kamala Harris' official campaign. So that we can put out. That doesn't count. Mm-hmm. It says the market will resolve to a yes consensus if there's credible reporting and or disclosures from Harris's campaign or the Majority Report that proves that Harris bought ads on the Majority Report. Now, this is an ethical dilemma for us.
Yeah.
Because we have stated publicly that it absolutely is not the case that Kamala Harris or anybody else purchased ads in favor of Kamala Harris. In fact, whenever we have an ad, you know who paid for the ad because it is literally the company that we're advertising for.
Yeah, we read their name.
We have never, ever taken money.
Secret ads kind of like... How does that work?
Well, it's not inconceivable that the Harris campaign could say, like, we're going to pay the Majority Report $50,000 and we just want positive coverage.
Right.
We don't do that. There is nobody who's ever paid into the show, no entity. We have members, but nobody who's ever paid into the show outside of the membership tiers that you see on our page, that we have not disclosed in the course of advertising. So, like, you may say, like, hey, I don't think it's appropriate for you to push bidets on us.
Right.
But you are aware that we're doing that, and because Hello Tushy paid us. Okay. It's not like we're out there going, bidets are great, and we got a secret payment from Hello Tushy.
Right.
We're promoting now. I happen to think bidets are great, and I would have said that.
Oh, we know.
But that's my point. But here's the thing. We have the ability to manipulate, it seems to me, how that's resolved, whether it's yes or no.
Yeah, that's my question about this. Like, is this doesn't seem particularly ethical. I know Polymarket has purchased the rights to TYT's studio live from the Polymarket studios now, they say, basically on their broadcast. But you can just basically put a false claim on this crypto betting site that's not legal in the United States, and people can bet yes or no. And what's like the due diligence that this site has in terms of, like, you could,
if I wanted to make a lot of money,
you could make a claim, put it on there.
Couldn't I bet on the yes?
Yes.
It's 9 cents per share.
Right. It's gone
96.
down. Right.
Okay. It's only 9 cents per share. I could buy, I don't know, 100 of these things.
Look, go down,
for less than
scroll to the
$1,000.
holders.
Right,
Like,
we know, right?
they're top holders. You can see here. There's somebody who bought 450 shares of Yes.
But that's not even 450. That's like $45.
Okay.
Now, I could buy.
But they may have bought it at a higher point.
I could go in and buy 1,000 shares at 9 cents.
Yeah.
And then on March 31st or 30th, we could come out and say, yes, we did sell ads to Kamala Harris. And in fact, we aired it just at, 12:31 or, whatever, 2:31. And then we get the money. And then the next day we could say, just kidding.
Yeah.
In fact, April 1st, April Fools.
April Fools.
Like, couldn't we do that? Like, what, how does this work? Can someone write in and let us know on what protection there is for people? Because we can mess with this. I'm telling you folks right now at Polymarket, we're going to decide whether or not we put out proof of this.
Oh, I mean, guys, don't do this kind of thing.
Guess who's going to come in on April 1st?
Yeah.
Wearing a sweet ass fur coat.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of bling. Get into my Bugatti and drive down here.
You'll finally be a high value man.
My Bugatti from Polymarket.
Just want to credit our intern Isaac for his eagle eye and spotting.
Oh, yes, Isaac. Credit to Isaac. Who,
Thank you.
We didn't know about this until he texted us the link yesterday.
This was a great spot.
Yeah.
Huge pump and dump. We're going to get ready for this.
20-minute pump and dumps.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I wish you didn't have to go there.
It's going to be.
Excuse me?
That was your choice.
That's going to be.
Folks.
All right, I gotta go.
That's going to be
All
our
right.
merch.
Emma's going to leave. I'm going to read
shot.
5 IMs, and then
Yeah.
we're going to get out of here. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.